Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and whoever else may be watching. Sorry for the delay in our pregame show, but we are proud to bring you the premier broadcast of GShow Productions, Manitoba Major Junior Hockey League coverage for the 2023-2024 season from our official venue at St. Vital Centennial Arena. I'm your play-by-play commentator for this game and for the rest of the season, Graham the GShow Forsyth, here to call a game tonight between one team in 4th place in the league and another in 5th place. The St. Vital Junior Victorias taking on the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. Taking a look at the head-to-head between these two teams this season, the Victorias have lost both games. They lost the first one in overtime I believe it was here on October 5th. And then on November 5th, a month later, the Raiders Junior Hockey Club pounded the Victorias 8-2 at Seven Oaks. But the Vics are back at home tonight. They're 6-3-1 at home this season, playing some of their best hockey at the Centennial in front of their home crowd this year. Both teams, of course, only 2 points separating them heading into this matchup. The Victorias in 4th place at 10-7-3-0, and the Raiders Junior Hockey Club in 5th place at 10-9-1. This game is brought to you tonight by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools. Be sure to check out their store locations in Brandon and Winnipeg today. They're your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. Be sure to also check out their website at midcanadafasteners.shop. And until the end of the month, when you use promo code GShow Productions with any purchase in store, you can get a free Milwaukee tool mug with any one of your purchases. So be sure to cash in on that. We're also brought to you by Terrico, serving Manitoba producers for over 80 years in the agricultural industry. Be sure to visit their website at terrico.ca to check out the rest of or their list of great products. And we're also brought to you by Goaltenders, a goaltending video service, your goalie's personal video review service here by a ex-Winnipeg Jet 1.0 goaltender. Gordy Tummelson is who runs it. Be sure to check out their website at gordytumelsongoalies.ca to learn more about them. It's basically just a one-on-one Zoom service. But for the St. Vital Junior Victorias team heading into tonight's matchup, when speaking to the players, they are pretty clear about how, when they get off to a bad start, bad things happen. For them in games this year, it certainly did happen last time against the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. So for the Victorias, the key to the game tonight is a fast start for them, at least a good period, and to stick to their structure, stick to their game, and rely on their skill to carry them through in this one. We'll have the starting goalies for you at the start of this game, but for the Raiders Junior Hockey Club, haven't had a chance to see them play much this season, but one thing they do gotta focus on improving on in this game tonight is just controlling the shot differential more so. They've been outshot on average 25.5 to 35.7 this season. They're on a 2-game losing streak heading into this one, so get to their game, maybe get pucks deep, make the St. Vital Junior Victoria's defense have to work for it. Rely on your offense because you got loads of offensive talent up front, but you got to be good in your own end against the St. Vital Junior Victoria's team that can make you pay. We will be back for the start of this hockey game coming up here from St. Vital Centennial Arena on GShow Productions for the first broadcast of the season, the first live stream officially here on MMJHL Game Day. Live from St. Vital Centennial Arena, GShow Productions, the official broadcast partner of the MMJHL this year. We'll be back for puck drop. You'll hear some silence here for a moment, folks, so stay tuned. as mentioned last time these two teams met, it was on November 5th in Seven Oaks Sportsplex, where the Raiders Junior Hockey Club had their way with the St. Vital Junior victories. It's been a while since then, though, over a month since that has happened. The Vics looking to bounce back and start off strong tonight, and the Raiders Junior Hockey Club looking to stay at 500 with a 10-9-1 record heading into this game. We're just about to drop the puck. It's won by the Vics, and we are underway here. Brady Jacquet turning the puck over early. Shot, save made, rebound, scores! And the Raiders Junior Hockey Club takes advantage of a defensive breakdown by the Junior Victorious to pot the first goal of this game. Number 12 in Samuel Senchuk putting away the rebound on rookie goaltender in Mason Tabak. And to start things off here, the Raiders Junior Hockey Club, deja vu perhaps, up 1-0, not even a minute, not even 15 seconds into this one. Rubini gets that poked away. He's going to send it back to the point to Jacquet. Quick shot. It's going to be turned aside by number 35 in Owen Savoy. And we're going to get a stoppage in play. Offside is the call, with 9:28 remaining in this period. And yeah, it was Brady Jacquet looking like he fanned on the pass. Ends up being in the possession of the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. They take it to the net. And Tabak tries hugging his post as best as he can, but Samuel Senchuk able to get it up and over that shoulder. It's going to be sent in by Carter Lee, turned aside into the corner by Owen Savoy. The Raiders Junior Hockey Club looking to break out, chipped off the boards. It's going to be a pass up to their captain, and number 8, Melstead. It's going to be a beautiful save by Tabak on Melstead. As we play on here, a 1-0 game still. Some dangerous chances so far from this Raiders Junior Hockey Club as Tyler Rubini with the puck now. Faking, tries getting that to a teammate, but it's going to be blocked up. It's Connor Mitchell along the boards battling. Rubini trying to get it by number 15 in Whiteside. Going to be in the possession of the Raiders Junior Hockey Club now, and they look to break out. And he passed to Cliftenstein, and a save made there by Mason Tabak to get a stoppage in play with 18:31 remaining in this period. Of course, not only are we the official broadcaster of the MMJHL, but we're also brought to you by our proud sponsors in Mid Canada Fasteners Tools. Be sure to visit their store locations in Brandon and Winnipeg today. MidCanadaFasteners.shop is their website, and when you go into store locations today, if you use GShow Productions as the promo code with any purchase, you will receive a free Milwaukee Tool coffee mug. So it is the holidays, folks. Could be a present you don't even have to pay for to get. But that's going to be wide of the net, wide of Savoy, as the St. Vital Junior Victorious looking to respond here after giving up the first goal of the game. Not even 15 seconds in, that shot unable to get through. Now it does. Tipped on net, rebound there, unable to be attempted shot by the Vics. And now here go the Raiders. It's Denon going across, shoot, scores! Nate Goodbranson takes the cross ice feed, the cross crease feed from Andrew Danoon. And a tough go there for Mason Tabak as he tried to get over to stop it, but too quick on the wrist was Nate Goodbranson. And the Raiders Junior Hockey Club really does seem like deja vu right now, as they are up 2-0 to start off this game against the St. Vital Junior Victorious. See how the Vicks will respond here. Again, Jack Hazer plays the puck to number 8 in Imbrogno. Sandy Imbrogno ends up sending that to Kiesman at the point. It's tipped wide of the net by Imbrogno. All in the same. Vicks sending it down low. Imbrogno there. He's going to start to work it up. Plays it into the slot area, but that's not going to result in anything. And the Raiders once again looking to break in. That cross-ice pass to nobody. It's in the possession of Jaquette. He steps up now through into the Raiders Junior Hockey Club zone. He sends that on net. Rebound there. Clean shot. Not there though. Jaquette tries getting by again, but unable to. Here go the Raiders Junior Hockey Club in transition again. It's Senchuk going to the outside now. His shot, 5-hole, turned aside this time by Tebek. Vicks look to break up. That's not received by Aiden Anderson. Senchuk with the puck back. Getting that to a teammate in Whiteside. Whiteside played it back to Senchuk. Senchuk back to Whiteside. Whiteside now trying to take it to the net, to the slot, and that gets into the glove of Mason Tebek. And we'll get a stoppage here with not even 5 minutes gone in the period. 4 minutes and 1 second to be exact. So far, it's been the Raiders Junior Hockey Club, man, generating off the rush on those chances. A bit slack have been the defense from the St. Vital Junior Victorias on some of those pucks getting by. See if that improves throughout this game. Carter Lee sending that to Payson Butler. He's unable to receive the pass cleanly. Nolan Anderson pressuring Payson Butler there all the same. Vic's going to hold it in. Nolan Anderson misses the net wide. Unable to be kept in now. And the Vicks playing it in their own end. It's going to be sent across to Reese Malmus. Malmus looking to work the puck up. Now gets past the red line. Sends it in. Savoy out to stop it. Leaves that for a teammate. Raiders can't get it off the wall. Nice stick check there by Aiden Anderson. Sorry, but the Raiders Junior Hockey Club in possession now of the puck. Here goes number 8 in Melstead. Melstead leaves a drop save made by the glove of Mason Tebek to get a stoppage here. Again, face off in the Vic zone. That was Alex Los Chiavo with the shot there on net. Face off. Won initially by the Vicks, they get it out. It's going to be the Raiders Junior Hockey Club looking to transition up again. Stepping up is Dylan Line. Can't get that by. Raiders get it into the zone. It's Jack Oleksiak. Drops past Branson. Save made by Mason Tebek. Oleksiak, the leading point getter for this Raiders Junior Hockey Club team coming into the matchup. A nice look there in the slot for good Branson, who has the most recent goal. Mitchell with a dangerous shot there. High slot. Slow to get up. Play moves on. Or rolls on, as I should say. Raiders Junior Hockey Club looking to break out. That pass looked like it was out of mid-air almost. Nice stick by Goodbranson. He loses clean possession of it, decides to dump it down, going off for a change. The Vicks now looking to break out. Heisman with a sneaky move pass. Gets it to Jaquette. Jaquette up the boards to Heisman. Weird bounce though, and that's in the favor of the Raiders. Scores! Misfortune for the Vicks. Capitalization for the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. As it couldn't have gone any worse for Brady Jaquette. Just tries playing it up to his teammate in Kiesman. Ends up going off of one of the bars on the boards. That's in the possession of number 23 in Rylan Kuksek. And he breaks in, makes no mistake about it, ripping it cleanly past the glove of Mason Tebek. And the Vicks, as we update the score, in a 3-0 hole in this game. You know, it hasn't been awful for the Vicks in this period, except for, being down 3-0 is a big hole. They've had some chances. They've cycled in the Raiders Junior Hockey Club zone, but they just haven't been able to get that final execution yet for the Raiders. They've been translating off of the rush, taking advantage, being opportunistic on the Vic so far. For a team that doesn't defend totally well on paper, gives up a lot of shots on average, this is the type of start you like to see if you're Andy Williamson and company. Nolan Anderson playing that across for Carter Lee. Lee, stretch pass, unable to be handled cleanly there by Blakely. Raiders with possession. Ordino plays that up to a teammate. That gets sent out of play by Koga. And we'll get a face-off just outside of the Victoria zone. Three to nothing the score for the Raiders Junior Hockey Club here early in St. Vital at the Centennial for the premier broadcast of our season. GShow Productions, proud to be the official broadcaster of the MMJHL for 2023-2024. The Raiders getting it up. Foot race there, but Rubini there to win it. Sending that into the neutral zone. Broke, nobody blows a tire. The Raiders get it in deep. Another puck out of play. And we'll get another stoppage in play. Another face-off outside of the Victoria's end. Top line out there for the Vics. It's Kupchak, Senchuk out there for the Raiders for forwards from what I can see. Also number 17 in Lurenko. Tied up on the draw. It's going to be won by the Raiders Junior Hockey Club into the zone. Now they look to establish, but a nice pickoff there by number 5 in Seth Halati. Puck along the boards in the Raider Junior Hockey Club's end. It's going to be broken out by them. Now it's Senchuk with it. Looking to take it wide. He gets closed off there by Halati. Halati gets that over. Played off the backboards to Line. Line turning back. Turns back the other way. Gets it to number 12 in Luke Elliott, but that was taken away. It's in the neutral zone now. Rubini unable to slice through the defenseman. Looked like he was trying to pull off a dangle there. Whiteside unable to get that passed into the Victoria's end, but Raiders in possession of it again. Dandino cut into the middle. Vicks closing that off nicely. It's Aiden Anderson now. Stretches that to Nolan Anderson. Cross ice. No result out of that in terms of shot on net. In the possession now of the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. Going to be Melstead, gets closed off there. Chance for the Vicks. Pass. Shot. Save turned aside there off of the Kiesman chance. The Victoria's now looking to work. Payson Butler out there along with Aiden Anderson. Anderson working it high. Decides to go back down low but can't get it to a teammate. Chipped off the boards into the neutral zone now. Here go the Raiders. A draw pass. That's to Ursanko. Save made there by Tavik. It's back down low to Lashievo. He sends that into the middle. Shot fanned on by number 8 in Melstead. Melstead sends that down low to Lashievo. Lashievo to a D. That one deflects it. It was going almost a tough save, but it goes off the side there for Tebek. But the Raiders still keep it in. Milstead as well as Klippenstein out there. Lashievo also out to help out in the corner. It's played out of the Victoria's end now. 10:29 remaining in this period. It's going to be turned over. It's going to be Milstead with the puck. Gets that to Lashievo. That's going to be no shot registered on the play. And in the possession of Connor Mitchell. His pass, though, off the boards. Not on the tape of any of his teammates. Back in the neutral zone. Rubini wheeling, plays to the middle. Through the feet of Kaiser, and it's in the possession of the Raiders in their own end now. Jack Oleksiak back out, makes a quick move, slices by. He's into the neutral zone, cross ice pass, can't get there to a teammate in the neutral zone, and here go the Vics. Jack Hazer feeds it over to teammate in Mitchell, defended nicely though by the Raiders, and Owen Savoy, feel like I'm saying this for the first time in a while, covers it up in the Raiders' end for a face-off. With just under halfway left in the period. Face off to the left of Savoy. Going to be won by the Victorias. Quick, nice move in the corner to alleviate the pressure from Kaiser, I believe. Carter Lee sending that back down low. As his teammates go to battle. Puck sent out of play as it hits the gloves on the bench of one of the Raiders Junior Hockey Club players' sticks. And meaning we're going to get a face-off here coming up just outside the Raiders Junior Hockey Club League zone. And I had Dennis Gagnon on the official episode of the MMJHL podcast last night, or no, 2 days ago now, and he had talked about, since he's been with the Vics for 4 seasons, this being his 4th, and him being named the captain at the start of the year, says that the Raiders Junior Hockey Club historically, since he's been here, given the Vics fits. 2 years ago, actually, the year before the Vics made their finals run, they lost in the first round to the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. They, of course, have the 2-0 series lead here in the season to start things off. Chance in close for the Vics to try to cut into some of this lead. So it was Caden Nichaporek who had the chance, but Savoy up to the test. It's going to be a face-off to the blocker side of Savoy, won again by the Victorias, but not cleanly as the Raiders Junior Hockey Club have it in possession. Now, pass out to center, that can't go, and then we'll get an icing on the play. But this could very well, folks, be an early season preview of an upcoming playoff matchup with how the format is. These two teams, if the season were to end today, would be facing off against each other in the first round, best of 7. Be a rematch from 2 seasons ago. Lots of season left still. Both these teams have played 20 games, but wouldn't mind seeing that with just the challenges the Raiders bring and the Vics trying to overcome that, of course. Raiders one touch out of the zone. It's going to be brought in. That's going to be played to the middle, to the net for number 23 in Kuksek, but he couldn't settle it down and get a shot on net. Kuksek is working down low, gets tied up in the Vics. They come out, outnumbering them. Looking right out of the zone. Blakely now tries getting it deep, but can't. It's going to be sent up to Nichaporek, but a turnover near the blue line. Here we go, the Raiders Junior Hockey Club now. Number 19 in Skripink ended up losing it, and the Vics end up going the other way. Nichaporek ends up sending that in. Vics going off for a change, getting fresh legs. The Raiders circling in their zone, regrouping. That's out to Y side. He gets tied up. They're battling with Imbrogno. Kaiser picking up the loose puck. Kaiser sends that towards the middle, and I believe it got touched on net by Luke Elliott. It's going to be a save made in close by Owen Savoy as he covers things up here. Still 3-0. Of course, brought to you by Terrico. This game is one of our 3 sponsors, serving Manitoba producers for over 80 years. Be sure to check out their website for their great list of products at terrico.ca. Kaiser's circling around before taking a face-off now. Vics have been good on the draw so far. They pushed that through the legs this time. Shot on net by Lee. Carter Lee, that is. Yeah, it's turned aside. Another shot turned aside there by Savoy. Raiders can't clear the line. Jaquette holds it in. Imbrogno now on the forecheck. He gets reverse hit, though. Can't quite make out who that is. Haven't seen that too often in this league this season. It's played out to the neutral zone for the Raiders. That pass not in front of Whiteside. Lucky for the Vics there. It's Senchuk playing that up to Dandino, his shot can't get through. Picked up again. That out to Wyside. Nice stick clutch there by Kaiser to alleviate the chance. Block shot by the Vicks. And that could very well pay dividends down the line. Kaiser looking to change, but puck finds him. He dumps it in past the red lines. What a clutch play there by Kaiser in front of the net. Looked like the Raiders, Whiteside, was on their way to their 4th goal of the game. But he gets the stick in there to lift it and disrupt it. Potentially saving a goal by the looks of it. Vicks looking to break out that pass. Can't get to Payson Butler. He's looking to beat the ice in, and he does. Plays that out to the middle. Nolan Anderson shot as the puck found him. And on the wraparound chance, we're going to see a tripping penalty. It might be a trip, might be a hook. But the Raiders Junior Hockey Club are going to go on the penalty kill. It's number 8, Brody Melstead, assistant captain, with 6:19 left in this marker, left in this frame. And the Victorias, they got some studs on this power play. They're about middle of the pack, ranking 6th, 17.6% heading into this game. For the Raiders Junior Hockey Club on the first penalty kill for them in the game, they rank dead last in the league at 72.1% on the kill, 10th. An advantage the Vicks could potentially have in this game. We'll have to see if the Raiders can step up. It's work to Rubini, back to Kiesman, back to Rubini. Rubini playing give and go with Kiesman. Kiesman kicks it to Butler. Shot off of a beautiful pass there. Cross ice by Butler. He gets it back. Butler back from Kiesman. It's back to Kiesman now. Kicks that to the right to Rubini. His shot through, but wide of the net. As that clears out of the zone, rimming around. 1:20 left here in the Vicks first man advantage of the game. Kiesman stops up, passes it to Rubini. He plays it in now. Going down low, has Aiden Anderson with him, but loses the puck again, sent down low. So far, so good on this kill here from the Raiders. Kiesman now settling it down behind his own net. He's going to break it out now, and he does. Into the neutral zone, leaves a drop there for Aiden Anderson, playing that across to Rubini. Rubini can't get that pass to Nolan Anderson, gets it back on his stick though, and he's through center. 36 seconds remaining, dangling through, back to Butler. Butler fans on the pass, but the Vicks still in somewhat decent shape. Rubini looking to win a battle down low. He's with Aiden Anderson. Anderson trying to get that pass up to Butler, but can't cleanly. It's back down low now to Anderson. Up to the point to Jaquette. Jaquette, his shot through, but tipped wide of the net there by Nolan Anderson. He plays that up to Rubini. Rubini up to Jaquette. Potentially one more, two more here. Yeah, one more chance for the Vicks, it could seem. Maybe not even one on the power play. Trying to get that pass through to Butler. Shot there, save made, spreading out is Savoy. And that won't go for the Victorias, as it is still a scoreless game here. As the Raiders Junior Hockey Club kill off their first penalty of the game. 4:15 remaining here in this first period of actions. Thank you for choosing GShow Productions. Tonight, everybody, we are your official broadcaster for this 2023-2024 MMJHL season from the St. Vital Centennial Arena. The Vicks can't get it up. It's going to be Kuksak. Playing that to Koga. Koga back to Kuksak. Kuksak along the boards. Gets that to teammate at the point. Shot. Going to be tipped wide. That was a shot from Kapchuk. Kapchuk looked to load but didn't. It's going to be Koga with the shot, but turned aside there and covered up by the glove of Mason Tebek. So get a face-off to his glove hand side. For this Raiders Junior Hockey Club last season, they find themselves in a playoff spot here after 20 games. They missed the playoffs last season. The season before, of course, making it to the semifinals. This team, Jack Oleksiak, I've had a chance to talk to him, the captain of this team, saying that they have a lot more options up front quoted saying they're 4 lines deep, and we've definitely seen different options being threats from this Raiders Junior Hockey Club team tonight. Senchuk in on the forecheck, White's side there to support him. His shot from the corner, turned aside there, by to back. Rubini picks it up, cruising through the neutral zone now. Has Connor Mitchell with him. Looked like he was offside beforehand, but looks like Mitchell going to potentially get into it with someone, and looks like the refs have to break something up. It's a scrum. I believe number 6 in Parker White was on the back riding it. Kind of looked like he potentially pushed Mitchell offside, but like I said, I think he was beforehand. But Mitchell didn't like that. Parker riding his back. Parker White, that is. As him and White getting into it after the whistle. Three to nothing, still the lead here for the Raiders Junior Hockey Club over the St. Vital Junior Victorias. It's the Vics sending it in deep. Dylan Line, Reese White off of the draw as he wears number 4. Got him mixed up with someone else. But here go the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. It's going to be a nice defensive play there by Palatti. Break that up, it goes into the glove. Off to back, getting the stoppage in play here with 2:56 left in this opening 20 minutes of play. Kaiser, the draw, not one. Lasciavo gets that to the net, rebound. Handled nice by Tebek. Banked off the boards there in the direction of White. White banks it up the boards, can't quite get it out. It's back in the possession of White. He gets that up the center to Blake Lee. Lee to Rubini. He can't slice through the defense, and here go the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. Melstead losing possession of the puck, circles back, gets that up to a teammate in Klippenstein. Nice hand eye. The stick now of Melstead goes flying. Delayed offside, straddling the line, and now in is Donino. Pass off the shin pads of Klippenstein. Chance there for Lasciavo, but didn't result in a shot on net. And here go the Vics now as the final minutes are coming in this period. Rubini with a beautiful move, but can't quite finish it on Savoy as he covers it up. And Rubini with a little whoop, sidestep. Looked like he left his feet to evade that too. And it was Savoy cutting down the ankle really nicely. He's been steady when he's had to be. Not a ton of high danger coming at him. That chance could have been, but looks like a big goalie. We'll have to check his height afterwards, but using his frame and size very well here in this one. So far, it's going to be down for an icing in the Victoria's end. And another face-off. Be coming to the glove hand side of number 35 in Owen Savoy. Draw is going to be won by Jack Oleksiak. He's down below his goal line now. 2 Vics there. He gets that to a teammate to alleviate that. And here go the Raider Junior Hockey Club now out of their own end, but taking a tumble there in their own zone. It's going to be Jaquette. His shot can't get through there. Not in their own zone, sorry, the neutral zone. But the Vics now controlling in the final minutes here of this period in the Raider zone. Aiden Anderson gets that to Jaquette. That one can't get through. Nice block by the Raiders. They look to turn it up the other way. Jack Oleksiak now, Captain Raider, gets that to Dendun. Dendun looking for a wraparound. Played out in front, but no one there. The Vics going the other way. Into the Raiders' end of the ice now. Wide as he's taking it is Aiden Anderson in the final minute of play. Plays it up to a teammate, but that's going to be miscued. Pass trying to get through there. Can't from Goodbranson to a teammate in Logan Clark. Or no, sorry, number 10 in Danoon. With 43.3 seconds remaining here in this first period. Davis Koga taking the draw against Jack Kaiser. Had the better of him last time. And this time again, Skripnik, his shot turned aside there. Right to back the Vicks going the other way into the neutral zone, and now into the Raiders' end is Carter Lee, or Blake Lee. It's down low, under 30 now, Raiders in possession of it. Getting that out to center, but not much further than just past the blue line as Blake Lee intercepted it. 19 seconds to go now in the possession of Jack Kaiser. Letting you go one-on-one with a defenseman. He sends that over. Not received by anyone. Under 10 seconds now. Playing that out in front of his Kaiser. No teammate there. Raiders looking for potentially one more shot. Koga gets it through, but not dangerous at all. And there you have it. Koga, convenience is the gate right there for him to get by. The Vicks are going to go off first. The rest of the Raiders are going to follow, but 3-0 at the end of the first period of play, folks. Raiders open the scoring up early in this one. Not even 15 seconds in off of a defensive breakdown from the Victorias. All of these goals have been pretty much breakdowns from the Vicks defensively. The third goal was unlucky from them, an unlucky bounce. But, yeah, they've just been getting to the high-danger scoring areas. The second goal, Quebec had no chance whatsoever to stop it. So, yeah, I think the Vicks right now, they look weak in front of their net, look a bit lax, and the Raiders are able to get opportunities, and not always clean shots, but those could start to pile up as the game goes along. The Raiders, for having the worst kill in the league, did a pretty good job on the penalty kill. That's an area where the Vicks will have to take advantage of tonight. Vicks just need to look to create more high-danger scoring chances. They were cycling well, but couldn't really get those high-danger chances. They had some tips. Getting caught deep costed them at points as the Raiders have been generating a lot from off the rush. So this should be an interesting second period coming up. The Raiders up 3-0. Can they extend it? Will the Vicks start to come back? Will we see a flurry of goals? Will we see a shutout? You'll have to wait for the second period of action. We are going to send it to no sound here. So we take a little break ourselves here on GShow Productions on MMJHL Game Day from the St. Vital Centennial Arena. Raiders Junior Hockey Club up 3-0 on the Victorias, looking to go 3-0 on the season series this year. We'll be back for the next 20 minutes in the second coming up next. we're back here at the Centennial Arena, St. Vital Centennial Arena, for our first broadcast of MMJHL Game Day on GShow Productions for the 2023-2024 Manitoba Major Junior Hockey League season. Just a heads up, folks, this is the only game that you'll be able to watch free live this season. Only game you'll be able to watch free, yeah, because we are going to be charging $5 to watch per game. We just wanted to give you guys a sample tonight of what you can expect for this season coming up. But the Victorias, on GShow Productions that is, the Victorias look like they're getting set to come out on the ice. They're in a 3-0 hole heading into this period. We'll update you on who the goal scorers were and who got the assists in that first period. If we take a look at it, following live here on the MMJHL website, it was Samuel Senchuk from Devin Whiteside, 10 seconds into the game to open things up. Nate Goodbranson then scored the second goal from Andrew Danoon and Jack Oleksiak at 2:27 into the period. And then, of course, off of that bad bounce, Davis Koga scoring, assisted by Rylan Kuksek. Only one penalty in the period. That came to Brody Melstead. And as we take a look at the shots, 15-12 for the Raiders Junior Hockey Club in the first period of action. The Vics have shown this season that they can fight back in games. They'll have to do that one, the same thing tonight I should say, against this Raiders Junior Hockey Club team that's been capitalizing really well on their chances when they've had them. Dangerous off the rush, creating 2-on-1s and things like that. As we get set for the puck drop here for the second period, just want to let you guys know we're brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, is one of our 3 sponsors. Located in Brandon and Winnipeg, they are your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. Visit their website before making a purchase if you want to do some homework on their products at midcanadafasteners.shop. And until the end of this month, until the end of December, when you use GShow Productions in store, when purchasing has to be in store, you will get a free Milwaukee tool mug with any one of your purchases. With the holiday season upon us, we're in the midst of it. Could be a great gift for someone. But we're underway. Draw's going to be won by the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. It's going to be carried in offside by Dandino. 6 seconds in to the second frame. Senchuk, Whiteside, and Lurenko out there for the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. Butler and the Andersons out for the Vics. Aiden Anderson stops up, back to the point for Kiesman. That's going to be handled not cleanly by Savoy. Loose puck there. It's finally covered up for stoppage here. Early for a offensive zone face-off in the second period. And the Vics, you want to see that more if you're their coaching staff and Tyler Anderson and the rest of company crashing the net, making things hard on a big goaltender in Savoy. Just looking at him, looks like he takes up a lot of net, the size he is. Nolan Anderson got knocked to the ice. Aiden Anderson worked that back up to the point. Nolan Anderson with a nice stick lift behind the net, trying to protect, fending off a Raiders player, and that's Dandino. Dandino gets the better of him, ends up in the possession of the Raiders, and they break out. Lurenko sending that to teammate. It's in his skates, though, not cleanly on his stick. Senchuk sending that back down low. Senchuk gets it back, tries playing it the side of the net on Mason Tebeck, but Tebeck had it covered up nicely, the post that is. And we get a stoppage in play. Guess we'll start with Mason Tebeck. He played 5 games last season for the Victorias. He's played 8 games this year. He has a 3-3 record, 3-3 record, and 900 save percentage. And some of the chances he's faced tonight, I'd say, outside of goal number one, none of the goals have really been his fault. Could have been a bit better at covering the post, of course, sure, on that first goal 10 seconds into the game. But the Raiders have been capitalizing on their chances, as talked about tonight. And Owen Savoy, talking about their goaltender, he doesn't have his height or anything on here, but he's been up to the test tonight. He played 26 games last year in his rookie season with the Raiders. He's played 11 so far, and he's got 4 wins, 6 losses. So looking for win number 5 here tonight. Another face-off, another stoppage in the St. Vital Junior Victoria zone coming up here. It's going to be won by the Raiders. Shot going to be blocked. And played back up to the point for Kuksak. Kuksak gets that across to Schleier. But it's going to be kept in by the Victorias. Looking to pinch there. Looked like it was Nishiporuk, but he doesn't. The Raiders. Shot on net. Out to the slot. Defended nice by the Vics. Can't get cleared out though. Held in. Save. Tipped through, but Vics evade that scoring chance for now as the Raiders keep coming in the zone. Vics looking to break out now, and they do. Sent on net on the outside of the zone, and the Raiders into neutral zone now. They send that in deep. Be played off the boards by Palatti, turned over, but the Vics back in possession of it now. Struggling to get out of their own zone. Malmus sends that over to Halati. Halati playing up to Kaiser, but Kaiser can't get that out. The Raiders with another chance. Behind the back pass. Can't find a teammate. Not sure who it is. Danoon tried getting it there. You can see who that was, Danoon. And for support at center, it's Connor Mitchell now busting through, breaking in, dumping it down low. Takes a heavy hit. He's slow to get up again. About the second time that's happened where he's slow to get up. The Vics now. Down low. That one out to the slot for Mitchell. Can't connect, was Ruben. He turned aside there from a point shot. Savoy was up to the test. Rubini now with the puck. Dangles to the outside. Looks to dangle again. And he does to get by at the hash marks now in the zone. That one sent to the slot. Although in midair, not cleanly to a teammate, but Kaiser in position of it near the far boards in the Raiders' end. Goodbranson now starting things off with a breakout pass into the neutral zone to Alexiak. Here go the Victorias now on a break. A 2-on-1. Rubini, rebound there. Oh, nice defensive stick by number 3 and Gerd to save a rebound opportunity. Score remains 3-0. Raiders now into the Victorias end of things. The first real breakdown we've seen from the Raiders tonight. The Vics unable to capitalize. A nice recovery. Raiders get that in to the zone, but there's going to be a whistle on the play, meaning we'll get a stoppage in play here now with 15:57 remaining in this second period. Raiders still up 3-0. Draw near the St. Vital bench. It's going to be won by Koga. Back to Donino. Donino off the boards. Not clean to the teammate he was looking for, and that's in the Vics possession now. In the neutral zone, past the red line, dumped in. And Brogno looking to be first to the puck, unable to. Skipping up to a teammate. That's going to be Kuksak, his shot. Turned aside there by Tabak. And we'll get a face-off. After I believe a puck went out of play, deflected off of a Victoria to the blocker hand side of Tabak. Koga on the draw again. It's going to be Blake Lee getting kicked out of the face-off circle. The Vics end up winning possession of the draw. And it's going to be Carter Lee looking to go the other way. He has a man with him but covered. Tried sending that on net, but wide of it. Koga receives a breakout pass. He's into the neutral zone in the O-zone now for the Raiders. ends up sending that down low. Vicks in possession, out to an outlet man. Pass can't get to the centerman. There's Blake Lee. The neutral zone, Raiders break in. Tried to send that deep. Halati was there to cover it up. Payson Butler picking up the zone, now supporting in the defensive zone for the Vicks. They'll look to break up now. It's going to be in the possession of Payson Butler, and he takes it, and Butler going to the inside, but unable to complete the move. Was contested there by number 5, Scollier. Closing him off. Anderson to the slot for Butler, but a save made. The shot on ice by Savoy. Aiden Anderson that was, feeding him from below the goal line. Aiden Anderson was, of course, the player of the month in the month of November in the MMJHL. 17 points in 9 games played. Impressive production for a player that started his season and played 50 games last season in the MJHL with the Selkirk Steelers. Protecting the puck now is Anderson. Gets that up to a point. It's going to be past Anderson now. Down low, Payson Butler supporting the other Anderson, Nolan. Nolan now try getting that to a teammate, but couldn't. The Raiders activating their transition. They're into the zone. Whiteside tries getting that to net, but it's blocked. Tebek gets taken out by his own teammate in Reese White. Ref stopped the play because of it, I believe. And we're all good there. Mason Tebek looking like he's shaking it off. We'll get a fresh set of legs for deep pairing for the Vicks as Jaquette and Kiesman are out with each other. I don't believe Dennis Gagnon is in the lineup for tonight, as I have not seen him play. Believe he is inactive. The captain for this year's Victoria's team, of course, last year was Braden Clark. The year before, Ben Coppinger, taking over for some pretty good company, especially since Coppinger playing in the WHL once upon a time, a Vicks alumni now. But the Raiders protecting the puck at the point is Danino. His shot able to get through, but wide of the net. Danino tries keeping that down low, but can't. Connor Mitchell now tries finding Rubini with the pass, but that is out of his reach and down for another icing for this Victoria's squad. Our next broadcast, folks, will be next Thursday night as the St. Boniface Riels will be in town. The Vicks heading into this one 1 point back of them for third place in the standings. Of course, the Raiders 2 points back of the Vicks heading into this one, so I do believe if they do win in regulation in this matchup tonight, they would be tied in the standings, but I believe because of the head-to-head, the Raiders would hop into 4th place. But lots of game left, 13-10 left in this second period of action. It's going to be played off the boards, held in though by Connor Mitchell. Mitchell goes past the pocket there. Kaiser working near the far boards with him. It's down low, below the goal line now. To the circle for Kaiser from the point, a shot in the breadbasket of Savoy. That shot unloaded by Dayton Kiesman. Filling in for the captain, Dennis Gagnon, on the top pairing with Brady Jaquette. Face-off's going to be to the blocker side of Matt Savoy. Draw's going to be won by Oleksiak. Draw one to Gerd, who had saved a potential goal earlier in the game. That one gets deflected out of play. His attempt to get that to a teammate to move in transition. Face-off will be just outside of the Raiders' end. Draw one by Oleksiak. To Jared. Jared to a teammate. D to D. Got played up to get Branson, but it's picked off by Malmus. Shot wide of the net. Just that bounces off of the backboards. Savoy looked like he had a bit of trouble with it at first, but ended up covering up cleanly in the end to get another face-off in the Raiders' end. Draw one again by Oleksiak. been strong in the circle tonight. That gets rimmed out into the neutral zone in the possession of Carter Lee. Lee went D to D, gets it back. Lee again D to D to Malmus. Back to Lee, plays that up to Nichaporek. He dumped that into a teammate. Race was won, shot now, it's rebound, turned aside. Nichaporek was on it, but could not finish. Oleksiak can't get that past Anderson. Aiden Anderson, that is. He finally does get that to a teammate in Lavery Melstead. Melstead to Oleksiak, drop to Danoon. Danoon played towards the front of the net, but can't go. No one there. Vix in transition now. Aiden Anderson taking it to the near boards. Toss, lost it. Was sent in deep, and going off for a change is the Malmus pairing. Good Branson now, skating with it into the Victoria's end, but that's going to be turned over. Nolan Anderson up to Aiden. Aiden now across the line, feeds Nolan. Nolan to Butler. Butler tries getting it to Aiden Anderson, but can't. And now Koga in transition, the other way, offside. So we'll get a stoppage in play with 11:04 left in the second period. And earlier on, it was Aiden Anderson feeding, I believe it was Payson Butler in the shot. One of the Vic's best chances of the night so far. And 2 whacks at it for Nichaporek, who had a chance but could not raise it over the pad of Savoy. Probably the 2 best chances came within that sequence, within that shift between the whistles for the Victorias tonight so far. Nice defensive play getting back there as Victoria's defender. It's going to be sent out deep. Not far enough for Ison, though, as that goes D to D. Thiessen playing that up to a teammate, or I should say Kupchak. That is number 25. Tyler Kupchak wearing an A this season. We're going to get a stoppage and play down there in the Vic's end. Can't quite see it clearly enough to make out what happened, but looks like we're going to be getting a penalty here on the play. Coming up to number 22 in Davis Koga. So the second penalty of the game goes to the Raiders again. And the Vics will be going on their second power play of the game. Koga will serve 2 minutes for a minor penalty. Payson Butler out there to take the draw with the Andersons, Rubini and Kiesman on the point. The linesman telling them to hold up. Whiteside on the draw for the Raiders. He wins it cleanly. And the Raiders, great start, clean it down. To back out to play. Leaves it, or plays it rather, for Kiesman. He's going to start transition up on this Vic's second power play of the game. He takes it wide. Going to delay now by the boards. Plays that to Nolan Anderson. Shot turned aside there by Savoy. Back up to the point. Kiesman holds it in. He's going to go across to Butler. Butler now kicks it out to Rubini. Rubini up top. Kiesman shoots. Save made. And getting a stoppage and play with it. It's number 35 in Savoy. With 1:25 remaining, 35 seconds gone in the Raiders' penalty to Koga. Draw's going to be won by the Raiders again. Can't be kept in by number 7 in Kiesman as it hopped over his stick there at the line. The Vics looking to regroup. He takes it behind his net now. It's Dayton Kiesman. Looking to break out, doesn't, drops it for a teammate. That's going to be disrupted by a stick of a Raiders player. Good forecheck in there from the Raiders PK. Can't quite see who it is. But the Vic's into transition now, into the Raiders' end of the ice. Rubini can't get that to a teammate. Battling down low with number 2 and Lavery Melstad gets played out in front. But Savoy going to cover things up here. Get another stoppage in play with 44 seconds left in the Vicks man advantage. And a fresh set of lines comes out for the Vicks. Also noticing that Rylan Netroduke isn't in this game for the Vicks tonight. I've not seen him all night long. That is a pretty big blow to the Victorias. C as a top 3 scorer on their team. 3rd in their team in points this season. Vicks holding it on the power play though. It's going to be dropped from Halati. Sent in deep now. Rimmed around. Blake Lee getting to the puck first. Gets it to Mitchell along the boards. To Jaquette. Jaquette to Halati. His shot through a pretty visible window and covered up once again with 22 seconds left now on the Vicks power play by Savoy. Vicks winning the draw. Kaiser touch that to the point. The pass going to be disrupted. Oleksiak sending that down now. It's going to be good. Branson one-on-one. Number 22 for the Vicks and Jaquette. Can't really turn it into anything though as the Vicks start the breakout. We're back to even strength now. Kaiser trying to go inside through the legs, and he does on a defenseman. Gets that to the net. No one there for a rebound. Going to be skated along now by Dandino out of the Raiders zone. Kicked wide to Danu by Goodbranson. Delayed offside on that play. We'll get a face-off just outside of the Vicks end of ice now in their zone. Or no, sorry, that offside deemed a egregious one, so it's a face-off all the way down in the Raiders' end of ice. It's going to be won by the Raiders. They rim it up the boards, or played up the boards, as I should say, and they're into transition now. Some nice attempts at moves there by Melstad, but couldn't quite get by his opponent. It's behind the Vicks goal line now. Nice move by Malmus. Tight turning back to his backhand to evade, and now he's looking to break out, starts transition. Pass to the middle from Imbrogno. Not received cleanly in the Raiders' possession. Now they're back into the neutral zone. That one in the skates of Klippenstein. Raiders can't go. They're back in their own end now, the Raiders are. Going to be sent across. Still a 3-0 game. The score we entered this one into in terms of entering into the second period from the first. Vicks battling along the boards. That's going to be taken away by Klippenstein. He tries getting that to a teammate in Losiavo. Doesn't. Finally does. Losiavo tries playing it back to Klippenstein. Rebound there. Scores! The Vicks were too worried about Losiavo, and they didn't even realize that Melstad was coming on and was wide open to just put that puck in the net. Absolutely no coverage in front of the Victoria's end there. Looked like they were slow to try to get the cover there. And with that goal, the Raiders, just as I was talking about how this period had been scoreless so far, the Raiders getting on the board. The first team on the board in the second period, extending their overall lead to 4-0. Going to be picked off near the line, held in by the Raiders. That one, some trouble handling it there from Mason to Beck. The Raiders from the point, tipped, but can't get by. It's Brody Melstad with the goal, burying that rebound onto Beck. As things look to be in slow motion there in the Vicks defensive zone coverage. It's going to be played in, shot. Deflected off of a Victoria's stick from afar. And oh, a big hit penalty coming though. I believe this one will be for interference. Seth Halati just got laid out. There's some words Halati has for the culprit. And I believe that might be Davis Koga again going off for a second straight penalty. And that is Koga. Might be roughness, there might be interference. whatever the case may be, that was a big hit that I don't think Halati really saw coming. The Vics now back to the power play. Got to look for something positive to try to generate here because down 4-0. The second half of the second period, not what St. Vital had envisioned into this one, as all the talk was about having a strong start and coming in prepared to this one, which I don't really think you can say about this victorious team tonight, even though they have produced some chances and even some good ones at that. But it's going to be worked across to Malmus. Malmus gets that back to Kiesman. Kiesman can't handle it. It bobbles. He couldn't receive the pass cleanly. Kaiser behind the net, though. He passes that up to the point to Malmus. Malmus across to the middle point. Back to Malmus from Kiesman. Kaiser got that to the net, but into a teammate's skates as it's cleared down. 40 seconds gone in this Raiders penalty so far. Slick moves at center by Kiesman, but couldn't beat the third. Couldn't beat him the third time. Laid out along the boards is Malmus. Fans beside me calling for an elbow, but nothing there. So we're still at 5-on-4. Kiesman with it behind his own net, surveying options. Taking it up the middle into the neutral zone. He ends up dropping that back, but way off target from where Tyler Rubini was, and the Vics have to start over once again. Scud Branson there as one of the forecheckers for this team, the Raiders that is, as well as Alexiak. The Victoria is now into the zone. Delane is Aiden Anderson. He gets that up to the point, sucking guys towards him, or drawing guys towards him, as I should say. Kick to the right to Rubini. He waits up top, back to Jaquette. Jaquette, his shot scores! Grady Jaquette through traffic. Receiving a pass from Tyler Rubini to get the Vics on the board. For the first time in this game, finally capitalizing on the power play. And yeah, the Vics doing a really good job. It started with a break in and Aiden Anderson, Delane drawing guys to him. That opens up high ice on the power play. Kind of gets this Raiders team out of position. Then Rubini and Jaquette go to work. Rubini gets a pass on the right side. Draws even more players to him. Gets that to a wide open Jaquette. The middle point and Jaquette through traffic. His shot accurate. And could you say CNI shot? Who knows? But a nice one. You could say that one had eyes, I think, going through traffic. The Vics cut into the 4-goal deficit and are now only down by 3 as the Raiders lead 4-1 with 3:55 remaining in this second period of action. It's going to be sent in deep into the Vic zone. To play it there is Carter Lee. Lee can't get it out cleanly to a teammate, though. It's a chance for the Raiders. That shot unable to get on net. Another one, that one way off on net. Jumping up now, gloving it down was Reese White. Off the skates of a teammate. And Blake Lee as he goes to change. Icing was waved off on that one. And a nice collision there from Reese White, closing off that wall as the Raiders look to break into the Vic zone. Off of the glass now into the neutral zone. The Vics hunting for one more as we're in the dying minutes of this second period now. It's going to be Rubini near the Vic's bench. That's in his skates. It's Kaiser with it back to Rubini. Rubini tries getting that across to Mitchell, but just out of his reach. Mitchell taken out along the boards by number 17 in Lorenzo. Jaquette now plays that in for Mitchell. Mitchell plays that out in front, but covered nicely by Dandino. In front of Rubini, and here goes Whiteside, has a man with him. That is Lorenzo. Lorenzo shoots, scores! Lance or Lorenko, whoever it may be, whatever the pronunciation may be, gets it by to back to extend the lead. Back to 4 for this Raiders Junior Hockey Club team. And nice patient there by Devin Whiteside again. Another turnover by the Vics, this time near their blue line in the neutral zone. And it was a 2-on-1 the other way. Whiteside doing a good job of waiting out the defender who spread out on his stomach until that last second to feed a nice pass to Lorenko to extend the lead to 5-1 for this Raiders Junior Hockey Club team. 50-50 ticket number getting announced, 502. If you're at the game listening to it, I believe it's 502. It might be 5002. I think the winner might actually be beside me, actually. Just kind of cool, but it's going to be played up to the point to Danino. Danino, his shot tipped, but wide of the net. It's going to be cycled down low as the Raiders maintaining possession of the puck. Up to the point, that shot wide of the net. Shot from Parker White. Vic's in possession of it now as they look to start the breakout, and they do, into center ice. That's Nolan Anderson trying to get it to Aiden Anderson, and you can see the body language from Aiden, frustrated. Reese White getting a stick there on a pass intended for Jack Oleksiak in the zone, in the neutral zone. The Vics now back on the transition. Into the Raiders zone is Aiden Anderson now. Anderson loses an edge in the corner there as he tried to circle back the lane down low. It's going to go back on the back check now, trying to catch Melstead. Slows up into the final moment now as the Raiders on possession of the puck. Goodbranson taking this behind the net, protecting out wide, playing that up to the point to Schioler. His shot tipped out of play, and meaning we'll have a face-off just beside Mason Tabak with 35.8 seconds remaining in this second period. As the story for the Raiders has been high real estate and taking advantage of it when the Vics have been giving them opportunities, getting in prime scoring areas. For the Vics, can't capitalize on their opportunities here so far, and haven't really been able to break through the Raiders Junior Hockey Club in this game. In the dying seconds now of this period, one more chance potentially for the Raiders. Long shot blocked by Imbrogno, and Vics trying to get one more chance on that. Trying to dump that in was Carter Lee. Can't, offside on the play. Imbrogno shooting it just as that whistle went. And maybe the Raiders having some words for him, as Stripink looked like he wasn't too happy about that. Ended up blocking the shot. Get one more face-off here before we hear the buzzer. Melstead and Kaiser near the Victoria's bench. Face-off won by the Raiders. As has been the case many times in this game tonight. They've done a really good job in the face-off circle. Well, yeah, we came into this second period with a score of 3-0 for the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. They ended up going up 4-0. Melstead able to pot in a rebound after no one was even close to covering him. The Vics would respond with a goal of their own on the power play. Brajicat scoring, which I think is his third of the year. Some nice work there from the Victorias with the man advantage. But then the Vics suffering from another turnover as Devin Whiteside ended up taking it in net, outlasting the last defender back for the Vics and feeding Owen Lorenko with a nice cross-crease feed. And he was able to raise it up over the pad of Mason Tabak. We'll have the shots and goal scorers for you guys when we return for the third period of play here. The Raiders Junior Hockey Club look to continue to win face-offs, as it'll go into their favor in terms of possession in this game, and look to close things out here in St. Vital in the next 20 minutes, the last 20 minutes of regulation, when we return here for period 3 with the Raiders up 5-1 on the St. Vital Junior Victorias. This game, MMJHL Game Days on Thursday night here for the Pilot. Brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs here in Manitoba. Terraco, Manitoba producers' trusted agricultural service for over 80 years. And to goaltenders, your goalie's personal video review service. We'll be back here for the third period call when that does arrive. Take care, folks. Welcome back, folks, to the Centennial St. Vital Centennial Arena here in St. Vital in Winnipeg, Manitoba, for our first ever installment of Manitoba Major Junior Hockey League Game Day from St. Vital Centennial Arena. I've been your play-by-play commentator for tonight's matchup. We've seen a one-sided affair on the scoreboard here so far tonight, as the Raiders Junior Hockey Club are off to a 5-1 lead heading into the final 20 minutes of regulation in this one. They headed into that second period of action up 3-0 on the Victorias, scoring all their goals in the first half of that first period. But for their second period of action, in terms of the goal scores, as we look at the updated live statistics, it was Brody Melstead picking up that rebound in front, assisted by Logan Klippenstein and Alex Luciavo. Then Brady Jaquette got the Vicks on the board for the first time today, and on the power play, scoring his third of the season from Payson Butler and Tyler Rubini. But then Owen Lurenko ended up taking a sweet feed from Devin Whiteside, generating the goal off of a turnover. It started with Whiteside there to allow this Raiders Junior Hockey Club team to regain a four-goal lead, up 5-1, of course. Owen Lurenko with his 7th of the season. The shots in that period were actually in the favor of the Vicks. 10-9 shots are now 24-22 for the game. Payson Butler and his new line mates for tonight, as the Victorias, they are actually on the penalty kill to start things off here. No, not on the penalty kill, sorry. Didn't see that extra guy. He's out with his new line mates tonight in the Andersons and Aiden and Nolan, with Rylan Netchwaduk out of tonight's lineup. Not too sure what the reason is, but the puck is sent out of play, and we're going to get a face-off here early on in this period after the opening one, just outside of the Vicks end. Butler wins the draw. Or no, it's won by the Raiders, sorry. And played into the Victoria's end for an icing. As we'll get a face-off in the Raiders Junior Hockey Club zone now. And for the Raiders, they, for whatever reason, seem to have a lot of success against the St. Vital Junior Victorias. In the past 2 games, they've outscored them now 13-3, taking into account that 8-2 loss that St. Vital had back on November 5th. So it's all about finishing strong for this St. Vital Junior Victorias team. Maybe Kiesman getting away with a trip there. We play on. He's behind his net. Can't get that past Senchuk, who's out there to help out down low in the corner with Whiteside. That puck up to the point. Whiteside with that beautiful assist on that 5th goal. It's going to be played towards the front of the net for Whiteside, but good coverage there from the Victorias. Again, sticks in the lane, shot through. It was saved. Getting a piece of it was Tebek. Second-year goaltender. True rookie year this year for Tebek, as he played 5 games for the Vicks last year. He's already at 8 this year, and blowing a tire there is a Vic just inside the Raiders zone. The Raiders dumping it down. Could see a lot of that as the Raiders just looking to hold on to this win. Relying on getting that puck deep and making St. Vital have to go all 200 feet. Making them work for a potential comeback here. It's going to need to be a big one. Picked off at center ice there. The red line was Connor Mitchell. He gets that in deep. Mitchell on the forecheck. He has Rubini with him. Kaiser out there on a line with these two. Kaiser is the high guy. He comes in now for support. 3 deep now for the Victorias. Kaiser sending that down low. Has a man in Rubini. Rubini's quick pass towards the front of the net for Mitchell. Couldn't get there. Vicks in possession now. In their own end. Malmus sends that back to White. White back to Malmus. as the two play some give and go. It's going to be back to Malmus, but he's going to be pressured, picked off by Klippenstein. Knowing they're in the high slot to get it. It's out of the zone now. It was Lavery Milstead that couldn't keep it, and he's in defending on Jack Kaiser. Kaiser ends up getting bumped by Schioler. Tipped by Kaiser on net, but a save going to be made by Owen Savoy. With 17:18 remaining in this third period of play, final period of regulation. We are your official broadcaster of the MMJHL this season, of course, ladies and gentlemen. We're brought to you by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, a one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. Use the GShow Productions promo code in store today on any purchase, and you'll receive a free Milwaukee tool mug with any purchase. Has to be in stores, either in Winnipeg or Brandon. Your one-stop shop for all your industrial needs. Also, be sure to visit their website at midcanadafasteners.shop. The Raiders Junior Hockey Club won the draw. It's going to be played back behind their net. Played to the left side closest to the boards, and now here's the breakout. Nice move by Oleksiak. Gets bumped off the puck. His pass picked off there, intended for Goodbranson. Now here goes Blakely trying to fend off a player with the hand, but gets knocked down. Carter Lee now stepping into the zone, gets his pocket pick though by Goodbranson. Goodbranson has Oleksiak and another man with him. Danoon shoots wide of the net. That one off of Kiesman. Can't find it. Side of the net. It gets played to the boards closer to the Vicks bench now and out. Vicks surviving a chance there. Could have been a 6-1 game there for the Raiders if they got a bit of a better bounce, honestly. But that one's sent into center. It's going to be chipped up by number 19 in Malmus. Played up to Kuksek. Kuksek now trying to get inside. Shot ended up coming from the stick of number 8 in Brody Melstead. Reese Malmus can't get that by. It's going to be Goodbranson now. Plays that out front. Couldn't find a teammate. Ends up on the stick of Alessandro Imperogno. He plays that in deep. Gets by Danino, but rubbed out. Pass up to White. His shot deflected. Can't get through. But it's on the stick. Cradled now by Imbrogno. He's tight turning. Gets taken out into the boards. An ugly one. An ugly hit there as he was a bit slow to get up from Tyler Danino. I know that some of the folks beside me did not like that hit. A dangerous play. Assuming this one's going to be for boarding. As the Vicks will be going to their 4th power play of the game. With 15:13 remaining. Played out of the Raiders zone fairly quickly as they get the early advantage here on the penalty kill. It's Senchuk out pressuring as the first forechecker. And doing pretty good. Rubini unable to get by him, but the Vicks get set to go out on the breakout, and they do. Into the neutral zone, into the Raiders zone now is Nolan Anderson chipping by, going around and behind the net. Up to Butler. Butler back. He gets it now to Kiesman. Kiesman out to Rubini. Rubini back to Kiesman. He fakes the shot to Butler. Butler, his shot now wide of the net from that left point. Rims out and is in the possession of the Raiders now. Whiteside gets bumped off the puck there. Strong defensive play, strong hit by Dayton Kiesman. Rubini now wheeling in the neutral zone, building speed. He's looking to get by. Ends up stopping up though, leaves it for Nolan Anderson at the point. 2 Vicks battling there. I think it may be 3 even in that corner. The Vicks get possession of it and win it to goal scorer now. Brady Jaquette, he shields the puck well, effectively, but finally loses it. But that puck somehow stays in. Jaquette with a good stick. That one played to the slot. But Aiden Anderson unable to, might have been Nolan, unable to get a chance there on that. The Vicks could have had a break there. Rubini could not cradle the puck, though, to potentially go on a chance just moments ago. It's behind their net. Connor Mitchell looking to wheel it wide, and he does. Getting by one defender, looking to get by the other now. He plays that to a teammate. Ends up getting taken down. No penalty on the call. Connor Mitchell behind the play. Slow to get up once again. So it looks like he'll be heading back into the play. Now it gets rimmed around up over the stick of Tabak. Back into the corner closest to where the players get off now. That's going to be a breakout pass. Springing him is Blake Lee. Lee, his shot contested off of a stick. Gets deflected out of play there. Off of the rush. Chance. As there will be 12 minutes and 56 minutes remaining in this one. 56 seconds, as I should say. Between the Vicks and the Raiders. These two won't be playing again till not for a little while here. Vicks, of course, in action against the St. Boniface Riels next week on Thursday night. So stay tuned for that one. It should be a good one. Both these teams will have the day off tomorrow as well, as it does go. Comes with the Thursday matchup. St. Vital more used to that than any team in the league, but so we get back into the play. Vicks player rubbed out below the goal line in the Raiders' end. The Vicks in control of it in the neutral zone for now. They're able to get the puck in. Nice job by Macchio to take the punishment along the boards. A rookie this year for Vicks, a new player, a name I don't really recognize. That shot wide of the net there from Carter Lee. And apologies, number 12 is Luke Elliott. So I had his name wrong there earlier. Danoon now circling back into the neutral zone before feeding just near the blue line to Goodbranson, kicking that out to Alexiak. Alexiak drops to Goodbranson. Goodbranson can't get that to the front. Two Vicks were there to defend and blocking that up. Aiden Anderson turning it over now along the boards. Blocker save made from out deep by Tabak. Nice moves there by Aiden Anderson. Can't get the final product on net though, which was the shot. A little bit of inside-outside action from there with the skating ability. He had a chance to talk with Aiden Anderson after the team's win on Sunday at Terry Sawchuk against River East, saying that his speed is the most dangerous part of his game, but also likes his ability as a passer, says he'll only shoot when the opportunity presents itself. By the way, weekend review blog out now on GShow.ca, our official website, home of all our content, so be sure to check it out. Pilot Mountain Hockey Academy podcast coming after this game, starting at 10:30, so stay tuned for that if you want to stay up to date with a small town hockey academy in Pilot Mountain, Manitoba. The Raiders Junior Hockey Club into the Vic zone now. First pass was off the mark, but it's into Danino's position. He almost gets it back. Oh, off the post there was Skripink. And now Rubini going to have a chance now. Going down, burning down the right side. Rubini trying to fend off a player. Tries the wraparound, but can't finish it. Draws a penalty in the process. And Rubini looked like he was shot out of a cannon there. Looks like he's been like that a few times in this period already. This time, taking the puck around the net. Trying for a wraparound. All the Raiders defender felt he could do was be a bit undisciplined to stop him. which if Rubini was untouched, he probably would have scored that with how skilled he is. But Vicks going to their 5th power play of the game. They're 1 for 4 so far, 25% tonight on the man advantage. Seth Halati takes it down low, but ends up getting rubbed out. That clear attempt goes over the glass for the Raiders. So we're going to get a face-off again to the glove hand side of Savoy. 9 seconds gone on this power play so far. Raiders end up getting it out. That one turned over into the possession of Halati. Halati across to Jaquette. Jaquette calmly back over to Halati. Halati surveying his options. Ends up going back up the right side this time to Jaquette. Jaquette now looking to take it out wide, looking to shield with that big body of his. Vicks unable to keep it in, and now here's a shorthanded chance for Whiteside. Whiteside now. Oh, he ended up having a bad angle, and save was made there pretty easily by Owen Savoy. The Vicks now with just a minute remaining in their power play, looking to get something going. It's going to be played in deep by Kaiser. Intended for Brady Jaquette, but both of those players go off. Might have not been for Jaquette, might have been for someone else. But the Vicks down low, controlling now. I believe that's Nolan Anderson. That pass unable to be cradled along the boards by Tyler Rubini. Kiesman sends that back to Rubini. Rubini has that pass back deflected by a stick of Goodbranson. Goodbranson now in on the forecheck. Strong by Oleksiak there for support. Oleksiak out to Goodbranson, but that shot wide of the net. As the Vicks looking to go the other way. Is this deja vu for Rubini? Going through with speed again. This time not going with the wraparound. Played it outside, but his teammate, Payson Butler, unable to handle the puck. Rubini now unable to handle that cleanly. He's going to be pickpocketed by Jack Oleksiak. Jack Oleksiak trying to shimmy shake. Gets knocked off the puck there by Kiesman. Now a nice shimmy shake for himself of a move by Aiden Anderson. Bringing it in. He delays. Drops that. Payson Butler. Gonna have that shot blocked. Back up to the point to Kiesman. Can't handle it cleanly. Gets by a player. That one tipped wide of the net. The Vicks creating some positive chances here late in game. But finally turned over. And the Raiders back on the rush. It's going to be to Goodbranson now. Goodbranson shielding around the net. Such a big body and is protected so well tonight. He's been able to finish too. The Vicks are going to end up turning that one over. Now they don't. Nichaporek ends up having a shot on net. Covered up easily by Owen Savoy to get another stoppage in play here. With 7:14 remaining in the hockey game. Barring a comeback that seems improbable for the St. Vital Junior Victorias at this point. It's back into the neutral zone. The Raiders breaking in. That's dropped to number 8 in Melstead. Brody Melstead sends that down low, but can't connect with the teammate again. Kupchak sending that across to, I believe it's Whiteside. Well, that's number 9 in Lasciavo, I should say. Malmus with the puck now behind the Vicks end, looking to get it going on the transition on the breakout. Takes it himself. His pass towards the middle, way off. Intended for, I would believe it was Nichaporek there. Nice move by Jaquette in the middle. Protecting that. Jaquette scores! And as much of things have not gone the Vicks' way tonight, that may be the highlight of the night from Brady Jaquette. A nice drag to the middle to protect and eliminate one defender. Fakes inside cuts to the outside to gain space for himself to square up with himself and Owen Savoy. As Jaquette, with his accurate shot, picks that corner crisply, beating the glove of Owen Savoy for his second goal of the game. And the Vicks cut the lead down to 2. or to 3. Now down 5-2 in this game. Oh, Rubini with a attempted stretch pass there to Mitchell, but it was defended nicely. The Vicks now, 6 minutes left. Can they push to make this game even closer? Melstead tries getting that to Kuchet. He can't. Kuchet gets that out front, but can't find anyone as no one was there. Kaiser, that one in the air and behind him. He's in on the forecheck now along with Rubini. Looking to join into the play now is Machio. Gets beat. Here go the Raiders Junior Hockey Club. Koga sending that across to Skripink, but can't find him. It's going to be Machia now. Leaves the drop to Kaiser. Kaiser to Rubini. Can't get a shot off. Kaiser rebound. Savoy sprawling out. Loose puck there again, but the Raiders able to cover it up, and they go the other way. Blowing a tie there is Kiesman on Koga. Senchuk there on support. Kiesman up now. Recovers. Protects the puck from Koga. Kiesman now doesn't like his options. Goes up the left side to Machia. Machia off the boards, but can't get there is Blake Lee. Blake Lee, though, ends up forcing that towards the net. I believe might have been a shot. And Owen Savoy is going to make another save in this hockey game. 4:52 remaining in the third. Game brought to you, of course, by Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, Terrico. And as you'll see rolling on your screen in just a moment, in goaltenders, your goalies, personal and video review service. Check out their website at GordyTomlinsonGoalies.ca for more. Shot through traffic. Not sure if that hit the net. Ends up going into a corner anyways. The Raiders now in possession of the puck. They're looking to attack off the rush. A nice stick there by Reese White. Takes out his man on the boards there in Loshiavo. A nice display of physicality there. Nolan Anderson gets to the pack first and ends up putting it on net, or wide of the net, as I should say, as he had a nice chance there. Aiden Anderson now ends up getting it back. Anderson, Delane gets that to the middle for his brother, or maybe not his brother, but the other Anderson. Ray Jaquette now, his shot wide, just high of the net. Imagine if that one went in for Ray Jaquette's hat trick. Place might have went crazy on the St. Vital side. Jaquette sends that down low, in deep for Aiden Anderson. It's into the possession now of Nolan. Nolan gets rubbed out along the boards by Jacko Letsiak there to challenge him. Nolan ends up getting the loose puck, sends that down low for where Aiden Anderson is, but evading the check. Number 25 and Tyler Kapchuk is looking to dangle through Kapchuk. Oh, Kiesman just getting a piece of him there, or he might have had a clean lane to the net off the dangle. In the slot now for Danoon. Up to the point. Shot. Save made. A glove. Off of the shot from Lavery Melstead. It's Mason Tabak. Makes the save. He's looked better and more comfortable as this game has gone along for sure. Right now the Vicks winning this period up by a score, or down by a score of 5-2, but having the only goal of this period so far as it was 5-1 heading in. It's into the neutral zone now. Raiders looking to attack in. Malmus gets passed by in Klippenstein. Klippenstein down low for Loshiavo. Can't get that out front. Vicks taking away that pass with the shin pad. Loshiavo now up to the slot, but can't get that on the stick of Klippenstein. That pass missed. Raiders now working it D to D in their own end. So the puck is there now. Played towards the middle. Kicked out wide. Back towards the middle, but ends up being turned over. And Brogno going to kick that out wide to Kaiser. Kaiser cuts to the middle and can't finish that last move. Jaquette can't quite hold it in. We'll get a stoppage now with 2:19 left in this third period. 5-2, the Raiders leading. And one thing the Vicks have done a better job at as this game has gone along is taking away passing lanes by getting their bodies in front of them. A lot of Raiders' chances have kind of gone by the wayside because of it, and I might have spoken too soon. Here's a 2-on-1 chance, and oh! A beautiful display of defensive positioning there from Halati to get his skate in the lane to take away that pass. It could have been ugly there for myself after I was just praising St. Vital, but St. Vital battling down low. Two players going at it now. Looks like we may be getting a fight, and that looks like exactly what it's going to be. Number 7 for the Raiders, Tyler Danino, going at it with, I'm not too sure who that is for the Vicks. And Netraduk and Gagnon just spotted them. They're in the crowd for this one. They're going to the room right now. That's a game misconduct for fighting, I believe. The ref's talking right now with Danino. The door isn't open yet. So yeah, they're taking him off the ice. That is a game misconduct. And going with him as well is Connor Mitchell for the Victorias on their side of things. And there's some applause there from the Raiders Junior Hockey Club's bench. I don't think they're that big of a fan of Connor Mitchell. It's looking like they're giving him a loud cheer off the ice. 1:50 remaining in this game. We'll be back next week, everybody, by the way, on Thursday to broadcast the Vicks taking on the St. Boniface Riels. It was a thriller last time. We actually recorded that game and posted it on YouTube when it did happen. But that game that ended up happening in, I believe it's October at this point. The time's just flown by so fast. We're already in December this month. But yeah, it was about a 6-5 game for the Vicks. They just held on to it, a late push by the Riels. Yeah, that should be another exciting game coming up next Thursday. You won't want to miss it. Pregame will be 7:20 p.m. and our puck drop, of course, 7:30 for that one. Game will be available on Vimeo OTT. $5 to watch will be the requirement. The Vicks now looking for a late goal to cut into this lead even more. It's kept in off of a body. That was Machia that got in the way of it, but the Raiders successfully cleared it out now. Nice stick there from Malmus, knocking the puck away from a Raiders player. The Raiders holding the line, but no, a nice stick there by Ruben. He tries cutting to the middle, but can't, ends up losing the puck. And the Raiders now with possession of it. It's going to be sent in wide of the net, deep into the Victoria's end. We're coming up on the final minute of play now. The Raiders Junior Hockey Club under a minute away now from going 3-0 on the season series on the St. Vital Junior Victorias. Breakout pass from Nolan Anderson picked off. Another chance here to score for the Raiders. Wide of the net was the shot from Oleksiak. Whiteside now ends up not getting a shot to go. Whiteside's going to continue to battle with 24 seconds left deep in the big zone. Raiders still searching for another goal. No, they got this one in the bag. Oleksiak has shot from the high slot. Deflected out of play. Vicks in the lane to block it there. So I believe that was Seth Halati. With this loss, the Vicks, as a shot turned aside there from Oleksiak by Tebak. But with the win, the Raiders improving to 3-0 on the Victorias this season, and now tying them in the standings at 23 points each, as the Raiders improve to 11-9-1, and the Vicks, their 2-game winning streak gets snapped here tonight, falling 5-2 to the Raiders, falling to 10-8-3. The Raiders snapping their 2-game losing streak as they end up tying the St. Vital Junior Victorias in the standings. We'll take a look at the shots in this one for you guys. Of course, they were 24-22 heading into the final intermission, into the final frame. We will take a look if they have the shots updated. They do not yet, but yeah. Game misconducts here in the third period from Connor Mitchell and Tyler Danino. Just added to, a night where St. Vital was losing yet another player in Mitchell for the game. The Vics scoring one of their goals on the power play, their first goal of the game, to open up their scoring to cut the lead to 4-1 from Brady Jaquette. Jaquette scoring the only goal of the third period and his fourth of the season. Second goal for the Vics in this game. And yeah, that's probably who I give the player of the game to for the Victorias would be Brady Jaquette. Just with the 2 goals he had. Yeah, he started off the game shaky, but honestly, that whole decor did. Yeah, he did have the turnovers, but Jaquette looked confident with the puck, was making things happen and creating chances all night long. In this one, for the Victorias, they started to block things up better in their defensive zone as things went along. They started defending better against the rush, but early on in this game, that really was a key difference. The Raiders capitalizing off their rush chances. St. Vital being weak in front of covering their own net on Mason Tebec, who was backstopping them in tonight's game in the pipes. Yeah, the Vics just undisciplined with the puck. Not undisciplined, but sloppy with the puck in this game. That costed them, and they started to produce some chances, but not all of them being high-dangered ones. And it's going to be back to the drawing board for the Vics, as the old cliche goes, as they'll be back in action on Sunday on the road to take on the Transcona Railer Express. I believe afternoon game, 2 p.m. at Egg Golding Arena, so sure to check that out. For the Raiders Junior Hockey Club, in terms of who they got up next, they're going up against the second place team heading into this weekend in the Charleswood Hawks, a team that had a very strong weekend for themselves last weekend, will be in action tomorrow. For the Raiders Junior Hockey Club, taking a look at who I would give the player of the game to. They had a lot of goal scorers. Let's go with their goaltender. Yes, St. Vital didn't have a bunch of high danger scoring chances, but when they did, he was up to the test for most of tonight. He only let in 2 goals, did a good job of making some big saves and some big moments. So yeah, that's my player of the game tonight from the Charleswood Hawks. Next broadcast will be next week, everybody, on Thursday night against the St. Boniface Riels. Thank you for tuning in to this premier broadcast of the MMJHL. Really do appreciate it. I've been your play-by-play commentator, Graham, the GShow Forsyth. Shout out to Terrico, as well as Mid Canada Fasteners Tools, and Goaltenders for sponsoring this broadcast. They'll be sponsoring next week's. The Raiders Junior Hockey Club, with 5 different goal scorers, come away with their 3rd win of the season against the Vics, tying them in the standings. Graham, GShow Forsyth, saying so long here and saying good night, as I can barely speak anymore. I've been talking for over 2 hours at this point from the Centennial. We'll see you next Thursday, folks. Take care.